Girls, what's something men see done in PRN that you wish they would stop trying to do in real life? Slapping my pssy. Just ducking stop. An L with no prep. More the absence of something. There is nothing wrong with the missionary position. It's not boring and vanilla unless you go into it with a negative mindset. The intimacy of it can be really great. Most guys love it when I ride them horizontally with our torsos pressed together. Yet can't seem to fathom why I'd find it pssy to have their body all over mine. By all means, let's keep doing the fun and tricky positions. But give me some missionary too, damn it. Do not try to bang me in a pool. Germs. And improper lubrication. The movies lied. Literally just ramming their fingers in you. And also trying to rub your clit at the speed of light. It hurts. Take your damn time. I shouldn't have to tense up during foreplay every time because I'm expecting something to hurt. Too many guys forget that there's actually pain involved with some sexual acts, which is easy to do when you're just watching it, and professionals at that. It's actually not okay to just try ram your DCK up the ass in one go. You have to have adequate lubrication and work your way up to full penetration so that it doesn't hurt as much. And hey, then it might actually be pleasurable. Some dudes act like they're trying to start a fire with how vigorously they finger you. It's not pleasurable. Like, at all. Too many guys also judge their DCK size off PRN stars. Which is ridiculous. That guy's a PRN star because he has a massive ducking DCK, and certainly not one that many of us are used to. Semicolon. Going too hard on the clit like he's playing DJ Hero on Expert. Clitter Hero. Furiously rubbing her clit super fast and hard. That thing is sensitive. Split second oral. At least pretend you care about her getting off. I've had two guys try to do this weird. Stick 3-4 fingers in your vagina and oddly hook them around the pelvic bone. And then vibrate, shake, gyrate their entire hand in and out of your vagina. WTF is that even supposed to do? Edit. The question was rhetorical. But I appreciate the genuine replies. Full stop. Full stop. Think they were going for your G-spot. But that's not really how it's done. That or they have a laundry fetish and you. Full stop. Full stop. Were the washer? Lol. Shower SX when most showers are tiny eye roll with nothing to hold on to. Plus every guy I've had shower SX with can't stand the water hot. So I'm cramped and having a cold shower. Tapping the clit with. Almost like slapping. What are you doing? Slapping the base. Sucking on the clit to the point you're pulling it and rubbing it against your teeth. I see it so often in cunnilingus videos and in real life it's super uncomfortable and painful. This happens so often during oral and I have no clue why guys think they're being pssy. Imagine if a girl scrapped her teeth against the head of your DCK. It'd be ducking awful. Forgetting that I need to breathe during blowjobs. If you hold my face down it throws off my mojo and makes me have to stop for life-giving oxygen. Well duck. Reading this thread made me realize my ex watched entirely too much PRN. In fact, I had problems in the bedroom with almost all of the things listed here. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, was I blind? Jamming your fingers in my pssy and moving them like you're trying to start a mower. One guy did that to me so hard I had an infection afterwards. I haven't seen my answer in any of the top answers. It's really simply to make noise. In PRN men never make noise. And it's hot when you make noise. I don't like silence and a single grunt at the end. That makes it seem like you're not enjoying yourself and I want you to have fun too. That's easy. My asthma makes the noise for me. Edit. Getting pssy with someone when I get a phone call from a friend in the hospital. I told this person that I was expecting a call from my friend in the hospital. Start talking to the friend. and said person decides instead of letting me finish my damn phone convo to stick their DCK in my face over and over in an attempt to get my to go down on them. And NBSP. Hold your freaking horses. Not everyone likes to multitask like that. Especially not when they're speaking to their dying friend. Dude. That guy had a problem. Beyond PRN. Lol. Fingering Vagina like a jackhammer going at a particularly dense piece of sidewalk. Slow the duck down and learn some technique. Not using lube in situations that call for it. That is the worst. Rubbing away at the entire labia with the flat of their hand. Using a speed and intensity akin to what one would use when vigorously sanding a board. This doesn't feel good. Hey lady, this campfire won't start itself. Edit. Thanks for the gold. Pervert. I know it's been said. But jackhammering. Especially in a deep position. Not only is pounding my cervix not comfortable for me. Getting stabbed by my IUD isn't going to feel good for you. Going from the back door to the front door immediately and without any washing up or using new sterile products. Most porn stars do enemas right before anal scenes and this can help lower the amount of fecal bacteria that could get transferred. But it's still not safe. And usually regular women don't get enemas that often. Putting anything in her anus and then into her vagina is a recipe for a nasty infection. Don't do it. Expecting girls to come from penetration and believing if they don't they're, guys and girls, doing it wrong. Sex feels amazing but I may not come from it. That's totally okay. Making hamburger noises when going down. I'm sorry, what? I demand to know why PRN stars continue to wear open-toed shoes with stockings. Because men have never had a conversation that went something like I was going to bang this chick but her outfit didn't make sense. Stop bringing a camera crew. Right before sex announcing that I am to call you daddy. Hey babe. Wanna fool around? Sure. You are to call me daddy. Squirting. Yeah, some girls do it. Some girls like it. But FFS don't try to jackhammer me then get angry when I don't PSS all over your shoes. Edit. Jackhammering is when you go straight in and straight out as fast as possible. Edit 2. I'm shocked no one has given gold in order to make some kind of joke LMAO. Edit 3. I spoke to soon LMAO. Thank you for the gold kind stranger. Any kind of surprise butt stuff. I'm 100% down but you need to tell me so I can coordinate with the other process that goes on back there. Never change lanes without signaling. Edit. Thanks for the gold. Trying to stick it into my ass by surprise and thinking I'm gonna be into it. I don't like it. I have digestive issues. Luckily my now BF finds a splay unappealing so we work out well together. Dude, I like an L and I still never want it by surprise. We need to get lubed up and I need to relax to make sure everything goes in well. If you just ram your DCK in there without warning I will tense up and it will make insertion quite painful. Always ask. Guys. Even if she likes it. Thinking I'm some sort of acrobat and pushing my legs so far back towards my shoulders it feels more like childbirth than sex. It's not like the magic of deep penetration will make it better. Stop it. Doing oral for 5 seconds. Lads, it can take a while. Especially if you need practice. The worst thing is that every standard PRN has at least 5 minutes of the woman giving head. Often whole videos devoted to it. I get so sick of having to fast forward through 15 minutes of a blowjob to get to the interesting parts. Stop jumping right into sex. I need foreplay. It should be like a slip and slide down there. Aggressive fingering. Doesn't feel good even when done well and can cause damages if his fingernails are long or unkempt. Just take it easy. Edit. Spelling. Smacking the clit. I have no clue why they do this in PRNBC, it hurts. That's a super sensitive area. Imagine getting your balls slapped. Putting your hand on the back of my head and forcing it down further. Unless we agreed upon that beforehand. I'm instantly stopping. It can hurt if you aren't ready for that kind of thing, including any kind of rough sex. Not make Waluigi noises. I had a guy repeatedly slapping his DCK aggressively against my clit. It was so painful. Most girls have very sensitive clits, especially when aroused, myself included. In the words of the amazing Key and Peele, it's like a button made of a million penis tops. It may look hot in PRNO but not so great in real life. Trying to duck my stepmom. Don't tell me that you're going to release your seed into me the second time we've had sex. Like dude, I can't tell if you're being serious. I can't take that risk. This isn't a PRNO. Edit. I don't think people should use the phrase release my seed at all. Unless they're actually some kind of farmer or something. Even then there's still better ways to say it. Edit. I regret this comment so much simply because of the replies of other similar horrible phrases. Putting on a robe and wizard's hat. Pounding away as hard as you can while continuously asking you like that? Yeah, you like that? No. I don't ducking like that. Stab. Edit. Oh guys. Guys. This seems to have struck a nerve. Lol. So many guys here claiming their GFs enjoy this. But where are all the women saying they do? Lol, talk to your girlfriends. Dudes. All the butt dudes telling me to say something. No shitty. I was answering Up's question. Never said I don't speak up about it. Why y'all taking this so personally? You like that, you ducking? Forgetting girls need like to be turned on too. Oh, I'm not moaning. Shaking his head like a wet dog when eating me out. Not every Zul encounter needs to end with an on her knees facial. Maybe like 90% tops. Man, I suddenly feel like a gentleman for simply asking where I should come. Listen. Guys. Most of us really don't want a 10 DCK shoved up in either orifice. Most of us aren't PRN stars and it hurts. And the double penetration isn't high on the list for most of us either. Just saying. Not paying attention to a woman's physical cues. Like communication and sex is key. But it's not all verbal. If I jerk away from you, it probably means that wasn't a good move. Or I'm getting sensitive. Don't just hit the goddamn A button over and over. Try some combos. 1,000 different positions. That tea isn't needed. Aggressively eating me out. Some girls are into it. And that's great. Other chicks, myself included, find it non-Zul and a weird sensation at best. Painful at worst. Start slow. Lick up the sides of her labia. Run your tongue over the clitoral hood. Push it inside of her. Lick the sides of her clit. Not going directly on it. Put your hand on her stomach. When she gasps or moans and her stomach muscles clench. Do whatever you just did. If it's not working, you can try a bit harder. Flatten your tongue and press down on it more. If you go for a couple minutes and you don't get a response, ask her what you can do next. Some girls take half an hour to come. Be patient. If you ask her, is this working? It can put pressure on her and make it impossible to come at all. Just pay attention to her. I once heard a woman on some TV show say, "Fellas, no matter how slowly you think you're doing it, go slower." Tried it that night and it was the best advice I ever received. Edit. Stop trying to fit as many positions into one encounter as possible. Seriously. Having to readjust or stop every 5 minutes is super irritating. Every time you stop, it makes it harder to orgasm, and a lot of times the crazy position makes us focus on different things like, oh wow, my boobs are hanging in my face, or this makes me feel really unattractive, or oh god, cramp. Edit. Okay, I get it. The every 5 minutes is a turn of phrase. More accurately, it was probably every 2 minutes. But 2 minutes of mediocre sex feels longer than 2 minutes. To be fair, a lot of position changes are just an excuse to stop before we finish too quick. Shaking your head like a dog with a rag toy does not make for good head. Quit saying you like that you. A rusty trombone after a dirty Sanchez. Ah yes. Trying to stick their DCK through my cheek, just let me suck it. Spit on the pssy. No kidding, if you want your saliva on that vagina you might as well just put your mouth on it. Call me daddy. It. Girls making reasonable statements about horrible sex things and other girls responding saying they are actually kinda into that. Stop spitting on things. Stop scrolling these comments. The answer to every question you may have is communicate with her. Don't spit on me. Don't spit on your DCK. It's gross. Lube was invented for a reason. Don't force duck my face. I'm not into choking on DCK. Throwing up on you. Or turning blue. Semicolon. Semicolon. How much they try and degrade women and making a mess of the place. I live here too. Asshole. Dated a guy who watched hentai and started touching me after I said no repeatedly. No means no. Your first mistake was going out with a guy who watches hentai. Life lessons, I guess. Seriously though. Hentai aside. I'm male. But from what I've heard, most girls who I've slept with say the answer is most of it. Speaking as a guy, a lot of these things just seemed kind of obvious. I mean, PRN is fiction after all. You don't have to change positions every 5 seconds. Really? You just don't. Don't. For those saying an L, I will say that the tightest, most painful method of an L for the receiver is the traditional doggy style. If you are looking to try out an L with your partner, definitely don't start with them on hands and knees. Hell. For that matter, don't start with your DCK either. Start with a finger. Let them get comfortable with that first. And go slowly from there. Just a little life advice for those who want things to go well for all parties involved with your escapades. Can we just stop all the spitting? On faces. DCKS. Pussies. Etc. It's not attractive. Saying shitty about how good they are at ducking and saying even dumber shitty like take it bitch. Take my big cock. Your DCK is average and you duck hard and fast without style. Stay away from my siblings. Stop whining and telling me I'm lame because I don't want a gangbang. Stop trying to tell me a gangbang is all about the girl's pleasure when, in reality, it's just about the girl being a bag of meat with multiple holes. Can't we just have normal 2 or 3, hell, even 4-person sex? Guys, make some duck-ine noise. We love it. We gobble that shitty up. We will duck even better if you just be normal and moan ever once in a while. How are we supposed to know what you like if you don't give us any clue? Thinking I'm going to orgasm after 10 minutes of strictly just penetration. No. Just no. Yes, it feels good, but I will be nowhere near orgasm. Put 2 fingers in and then start punching you in the vulva. Buffering. Another thing. Know a woman's body well. My partner reminds me every time to pee afterwards to avoid a UT. He's always asking if I'm comfortable and okay and if something hurts, feels bad. Take care of your SZOL partner. Some basic respect goes a long way. Even if it's a one-night stand. Honestly, just slow down. In every aspect. During all the things. Take your time. This is a common one, but shoving my head down during oral. I consented to giving a blowjob. Not to getting face ducked. I get it if I mention I like it rough when I perform oral. But dude. Seriously. You're going to make me puke or bite you. Do not even think about going from an L straight to vaginal without cleaning your penis. My husband keeps spanking me. Power to the girls that like that kind of thing. But I don't enjoy it. So I've started overreacting to a small snack to get him to back off sooner, and now he thinks I'm a wuss. Just stick go choking me. We both like that. I love how almost everything people in here are saying not to do, I've been asked to do by one GF or another. The biggest thing in SX is to just make sure you and your partner both understand each other's wants and needs. Neither of us want dry pssy, so don't try to do every SX position you know of in one session. If I'm giving you a beach and you put your hand on my head to force your DCK down my throat, I will cut you. Wearing nothing but white socks. Also, when going down on a woman, you need to stick your entire face in there, not just the tip of your tongue. Stop saying let me see you come or come for me over and over again during SX, and expecting me to orgasm in the next 10 seconds. If you could make me orgasm on command like that, I would never let you go. It just becomes pressure for me. Like, do I tell you, oh hey, yeah, I'm definitely not going to come anytime soon, you're gonna have to put in more work for that and take the wind out of your sails? Or do you want me to just fake having an orgasm to turn you on and finally give you permission to orgasm? Having SX with me as payment instead of paying me with money. I just came here to fix your plumbing, lady. I absolutely hate questions like this. People enjoy different things. Just because Susan doesn't enjoy insert SZOL activity here doesn't mean Sally doesn't. Just don't assume anything and be willing to try different things. Have open and honest communication with your partner. If you liked activity A but didn't like activity B, tell your partner. Don't assume they will like it because of PRN. But don't assume they will dislike it because of a Reddit post. Jackhammering into me. Their SX tape would be called Fast and Furious. Older guys are so much better in bed. It's true. I can easily go 3 minutes now instead of 2. Not every girl likes the taste of your baby batter. Like, I get it, do you think your man gravy is God's gift to women? I can assure you that is wrong. The real answer, which can be gathered from the huge variety of responses and from my own experience as a 50+ male, is there is no universal answer. Women are so different in bed that men have to be very, very flexible and careful. Rule of thumb: slow, gentle, respectful at first, until obvious clues or told otherwise. I've had a girlfriend who reacted to a spank on the butt as if I shot her dog, while another couldn't get enough. And some dirty talk, done correctly, can solve some mysteries. Fisting. Fisting is best left to girls with tiny hands. It's a risky, potentially dangerous act already. Leave it to the professionals. Men, like me. Nipple play and generally being rough with boobs. Slapping the vulva. It doesn't have any universal positive. The moans are bullshit. Edit: I want to make it clear to the naysayers, if she asks you to do it, of course it's good. But don't just pull this move out on an unsuspecting girl and expect her to melt beneath you. Just think about it. Most men don't want their DCK slapped out of nowhere, even if a few get off on it. It's the same. Slaps vulva. This bad boy can hold so much DCK. Ducking his bro in front of my vegetarian dinner. Like, really, man? Right in front of my salad? For me, an L. Especially when done really rough and without caution. I roll. It really isn't safe to approach it the way it's done in PRN. And most women don't get anything from it. At worst, it's extremely painful or humiliating. I wish guys would stop obsessing over it. And NBSP. Next would be super fast tongue flicking during oral. Visually, it looks the best and most satisfying in PRN. But I don't think it feels good at all. Last is vigorously pulling fingers totally in and out during foreplay and mostly avoiding the clit. Skipping foreplay is also annoying. And painful. Trying to get me to squirt. Just stop. Virgin here. Vigorously taking notes for future reference. XD pencil scratching intensifies. Edit: I meant it as a joke, but thanks for all the sex advice. Once I get a wife, maybe I will try it out. Expect a blowjob under the table while he's eating cereal. Please stop spreading our asses while ducking doggy style. It can actually hurt. A trick to avoid this: if your man really enjoys the spread and you don't mind, moisturize your buns. Aside from potential butt skin rippage, we may accidentally give a tiny toot. And that would be embarrassing, unless you're into that. Did that once and my fiance registered signee gave off a tiny toot while I'm tongue deep in her ass. I still kept going. A tiny fart ain't gonna stop me. Please don't come on my hair when I specifically ask you not to. Slapping me in the face during DS play. Sure, I'm a submissive and enjoy rough treatment, but that shit gives me a headache. Also, dudes on the first or second date trying to push my head into their laps if we're just kissing. Is a BJ just considered part of the deal for you?